Welcome back to my Declutter Diaries. If you're new here, my name is Jules, and as a person with slight hoarder tendencies, I'm on a mission to declutter my entire house. That's right, my entire house. Why? Because it needs it. So far in this series, we started a declutter on our kitchen, but gave up. We put a pin in that one. We're gonna have to circle back. Then we moved on to the front room, which was actually a successful declutter. And what's on the declutter agenda today? Well, we're standing in it, my bedroom. You're probably like, well, Jules, this actually doesn't look that bad. Yes, it doesn't at first glance. But if we did things like, I don't know, open up that closet or look in the drawers underneath my bed, you will soon realize that we have our work cut out for us today. Now, backing up a little bit, why are we even embarking on this declutter process? Well, number one, we need to. We just have way too much stuff. Number two, we're eventually likely going to be moving, and trying to do that declutter during that short moving period would just be a nightmare. So I want to get ahead of the game now. And Jules, when are you guys moving? I don't know. If you didn't know, my in-laws own this house and me and David, we live here. However, we are trying to buy our own house. We put in a couple bids on different houses. We haven't been successful yet. We're being a bit slow and selective in our house hunting process. It would go faster if we were being a little bit more aggressive. However, if you see what's out there for the prices, you're like, oh, okay, $1.5 million for this house that's so ugly, doesn't have proper floors. Okay, but then you're gonna take all my money, and then I don't have any money to renovate it, and then I have to move it. Anyways, so we're trying to find a house that's bad enough that it's in our budget, but good enough that we don't have to immediately renovate when we move in. So that's why the process is taking a little bit longer. But I know eventually we're gonna get a house. It could be in a month, 6 months, a year. But what I do know is when we do get the house, I do not want to deal with all of this clutter. So we're working on it now. And then once we finish this long, seemingly never-ending decluttering process, we will then move on to decorate a little bit. And I was going back and forth, like, should I do a declutter of the bedroom and then decorate immediately the bedroom after the declutter so then it's done and then we can move on? Or should we just move on from the bedroom after decluttering and go on to declutter the next room, closet, cupboard, etc. And I'm kind of leaning towards the latter because the latter doesn't cost any money, whereas if you look at the price of furniture these days, to furnish the bedroom how I want it will be expensive. So going back and forth on that, let me know what you guys think, and I'll give you a tour of the room, see what we're working with, and if you also have any design, decor ideas, anything percolates as you're watching the tour, also let me know in the comments. And before the tour, what's on the agenda for this room? So we have to declutter the front, which I'll show you. We have to declutter the storage underneath the bed. We have to declutter the side tables. The biggest task of all, we'll have to declutter that closet. Also clean the walls. So this will likely be a multi-day affair. My husband, he's out of town. He'll be back when this is posted, but I needed to have a project when he was away to keep myself busy. So I thought, what better time than this weekend to finish this? So it's Friday now. We have Friday, Saturday, Sunday to finish the declutter. I think we can do it. But without further ado, let's give you the tour. So here we have the front of the room. There's a bay window here. Bunch of random stuff. Like, why do we have 2 dehumidifiers? Okay, what's going on there? This closet, oh my god, you guys. This is by far going to be the most painful part of this process. There is just so much stuff in here. Like, what in the extreme orders is this? We have these like pathetic nightstand, and then we have just a bunch of random stuff in these drawers. So we just have that IKEA bit that everyone has that has the storage underneath it. Basically, when I don't know where something goes, I would just shove it in one of the drawers. So that is what we're working with today. To get started, I think we need an easy win. I am not starting with that closet. I think the order that I'm gonna go in is we're gonna clean up the front, so this area here. Then we will do the drawers underneath the bed. And then once the room is clean, I feel like I'll be okay pulling stuff out of the closet to go through it. I feel like if we started the closet, we would just be adding like clutter onto clutter. So that's what we're gonna do. So we're just gonna start moving some of this stuff out of here. This painting, my husband got this. Not my fave, but it goes on this wall over here. If we were in the decorating phase, I think we would get rid of her. Now, here we have a ton of clothes, obviously all mine, none my husband's. So I'm just gonna fold these up and see what needs to be washed, and then take this to my room to add to the clutter there. Pillow, jacket. Okay, not bad. We have some space here. I'm gonna take this stuff to my bedroom to add to the clutter there. So we have our TV here. This is like the Samsung frame, but then we also have the box for the TV. What was currently under here is this like coffee table. I think this is from CB2. This was from our condo. But I think we need some kind of closed media console unit here to cover this up. So we've cleaned this spot up a little bit. Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna go drawer by drawer by drawer of all the storage underneath the bed. We're gonna do one drawer at a time, and there are 6 drawers total. And I'm gonna sort this stuff into trash, donation, sell. However, I don't think there's really gonna be anything to sell in these drawers, but who knows, because I don't even know what's in here. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take everything from one drawer. We're gonna go one at a time, and then we'll put it on the table, okay? And then from the table, we'll decide which pile it's gonna go in. All right, what have we got here? We have lots of yarn. If you didn't know, I'm into the fiber arts crochet. We have JoJo and Raisin's Maple Leaf holiday sweater. This will go in their closet. We have a lot of press-on nails, like too many. We have an Aura ring sizing kit. We have a lot of face masks. We have tons and tons of notebooks. And finally, we have my bedazzled NFL football. Can't get rid of her, that's for sure. But I don't know if she needs to be stored under my bed per se. Haul of what we're keeping from drawer 1, 2 notebooks, the sleeping masks, which I'm gonna throw in the wash, my crochet hook, this hair clip, and then these photos. I was really torn about these photos. So this is a photo for my mom's birthday. We went to the restaurant at the CN Tower. Then we all got photos at the top of the CN Tower. You know what, I'll just keep them. And the second random photo was at the Venetian. This is me and my sister on my bachelorette, and I wasn't gonna keep it because what is this man here? But for the memes, I think we have to keep it. So this is all from drawer 1. Let's see how far we fill up the table. All right, let's do drawer 2. I think we're gonna have to turn our lights on. It's literally 3 p.m., but it's like pitch black out here. Okay, we got a bit of a yellow tinge, it's okay. All right, drawer number 2 of 6 haul. We have these kind of groovy YSL sunglasses. Pretty cool. Didn't know these were in there. We have a Love You Dad card that I think was for Father's Day, but we're gonna keep this for Christmas. Miscellaneous Vaseline and Dove products. Gonna keep these. Some receipts, also have to keep these for business records. We have all these mascaras, also gonna keep these. We have this ring from my grandmother. How beautiful is that? I have to go and get it resized. It's too big. This is it on. I don't even know where to get it resized, but we gotta do that. So obviously keeping this. And then we have my bowl of manifestations, which I think we need to let go and start anew, because why aren't they coming in? Maybe I could read some of them to you. All right, this is from September 29th, 2023. Okay, it's 2025. I have 100K subscribers on YouTube. I have 3,000. Number 2, I have $2 million cash in my bank, waiting for it. Number 3 came true though. I am no longer a lawyer. Here we are, full-time influencer. Number 5, I am the hottest influencer in town. Number 7, sit front row Chanel fashion show with my mom. Chanel? Come on, waiting for your call. Buy a house in cash. Okay, could happen. Number 13, I never get canceled. That one is pretty true, minus the Reformation scandal. Chanel PR. Chanel. There's 2 mentions of you guys here. So I think we're gonna light these on fire, send it out into the universe, and hopefully it comes into us. And then maybe we could think about what I want. Maybe that could be another video. We can think about what I want out of life, and we could try this again, because we need a different game plan here. Okay? We need to go a bit faster. I have so many sheets of these, you guys. This one's from August 2023. That one was September 2023. August. I have 1 million subscribers on YouTube. 3,000. I spend my time traveling. That's true. I got that one. David and I own our own home that we paid in cash for. I'll keep you guys posted on that. I have one here that came true. David is promoted at his job, so he's at this new job level, and that actually did come true. He got promoted. Maybe I should keep these actually, because I should like tick them off. One of them, I sit first class whenever I fly. Working on that. I travel for work. That's true. Because some of them did come true. Slowly but surely. Okay, let's see what this is. Number 3, what date is this? This is February 2023. I have no scandals. I think I was worried about being canceled at one point. Homeowner, there's a recurring theme here. Have brand collabs with David Yurman and Chanel. David Yurman did send me stuff. Chanel, be invited on a paid brand trip. That's happened. Be on TV. We're still waiting on that one. Be in a magazine. Still waiting. Go to New York or Paris Fashion Week. I went to New York Bridal Fashion Week, so that kind of counts. Be invited on a designer brand trip. I did go to Spain with RW & Co, so I think that counts. Inez DeSanto invited me to New York. That counts. Okay, so I think we'll actually keep these. Maybe not under my bed, but oh my god. And then I have the friendship bracelet from the Taylor Swift concert. And then I have all these bay leaves. I think I'm gonna light these bay leaves on fire. That'll be a separate part of the video. We actually have half of the drawers done because we did those first 2 drawers, and then in the 3rd drawer there wasn't really anything in there. So we have successfully decluttered half of the bed. I feel encouraged. But now moving on to the second half. Hey, baby. So a bit of a fail. My sister called me and we just yapped on the phone for 2 hours. Now it's pitch black, only 5 o'clock though. Still have only done 3 of 6 storage units under the bed. But at minimum today, we are gonna finish decluttering the rest of the under the bed storage. I cannot go to bed without these being decluttered. Otherwise, I'm not gonna finish the room declutter before my husband gets home. So it looks like we got a lot of TV stuff in here. Old Blue Jays hat. Do we throw this out? Drawer number 2. Why are there 45 water bottles in here? Keep these. Bring them downstairs. Another water bottle. Another water bottle. Another water bottle. Ray said we need a little cuddle break. You want a cuddle break? Not the tail curl. But we have just one more drawer to do and then we're done. This task that shouldn't have taken this long. I have all these random controllers. Like, I don't know what this one's even for. Raisins. Never far away. Oh my god, you guys. Let's do a recap of where we're at and where we were supposed to be. So one good thing, I did go through all 6 drawers underneath my bed. We cleared them out, and this is the contents of those drawers that we have left. So we have a bunch of miscellaneous items here. There are some things that we're not gonna get rid of, like the wall mount, and then there are some other things that I want to get rid of but I know I shouldn't. Like, this is the case for my headphones. Oh, right. Raisin likes this sweater. It's the Lululemon Steady State. He thinks it's really soft. Oh, that tail. We also have a bunch of chargers, electronics, and then we have our sleep stuff, sleep masks, medications or supplements like magnesium, melatonin, ashwagandha. David has us on a whole late night regimen. Are you comfy up there, buddy? People are like, when are you having kids? I have one. Okay, now where were we supposed to get to today? Well, we were supposed to do the 6 drawers, and then we were supposed to clean our walls. And then tomorrow we were supposed to do the closet. Our schedule has shifted. I realize I'm not going to do the wall clean until I clean out the closet, because I'm going to have to clean the walls in the closet. And who knows, we might even ixnay the wall cleaning altogether. It seems like a laborious task. I don't know why I included it. This is the declutter diaries, not the wall cleaning diaries. Anyways, our schedule is gonna shift a little bit tomorrow. I have some stuff to do during the day. David's aunt is in the chocolate business. His whole family is in the food industry. Anyway, she's having a chocolate symposium tomorrow, so we're going out there during the day. But we are gonna tomorrow at some point tackle this closet. And there's a lot of stuff in that closet, let me tell you. But I want to get, definitely by Sunday, the closet organized. I want to figure out what I'm keeping, not keeping, donating, selling, because on Monday I'm gonna take the stuff that I'm gonna gonna try to sell. I'm gonna take it to common sort, Plato's closet, and then whatever I can't sell there is just gonna go to Value Village. But I'm excited about the under the bed progress because now we have all this extra storage space. I'm like, what could go there? I have many items that could in fact go there. But yeah, good work, team. We will reconvene tomorrow. Yeah, Ray, you done? No. He's just sitting on my back, you guys. You're kind of heavy. You're heavy. Okay, see you tomorrow. You're probably like, Jules, last we chatted, Friday. What day is it today? Saturday? No. Is it Sunday? No. It's Monday, you guys. We have not done anything between now and Friday. So we have one day to declutter this closet that I've been putting off, and honestly I was gonna do it on Saturday, but I was getting anxious about it, and Sunday rolled around and I was supposed to have this entire room decluttered before my husband got home. That didn't happen, but we need to get to work today. Why? Because my friends are coming over at 7. We're watching the Jonas Brothers holiday movie together, so we're on a little bit of a time crunch. We have to get all of this figured out. It's just as bad as I remember it. And to give you an idea of what we're working with, oh my god, just keeps on going. Now, I don't even know what the strategy for this is gonna be. There is stuff on the top shelves, on the hangers, and then all along the bottom of the closet. I think what I'm gonna do to start, we're gonna go through everything hanging. I think that makes the most sense. Ray, I just got this new workout set and I don't... Ray, you're dirty. I can't pick you up. Over here. No cuddling right now. There's so much stuff, you guys. There's definitely stuff that we are going to keep here, but I want to get rid of about like 70% of the stuff. So let's see what's even here. We have a ton of winter jackets like this one, which I'm definitely keeping. This is my Laura Piana jacket. Then we have this jacket. It's Princess Scholar. I think I'm pronouncing that right. It was like an impulse purchase, and I don't know. It's just like not really my style. I'm going to try to sell this one. It's kind of giving like Aspen Snow Bunny, not in a good way. And I think the fabric just looks a little bit cheap. Then I have this vintage coat. The brand's Michelle Stewart. It's 100% wool. I'm gonna also get rid of this one because it is so close to my Laura Piana one that I don't need to. I have this Babaton one that I'm kind of tempted to keep. Just plain black. Okay, I'm kind of undecided on this one. And I have this Danier leather jacket that I'm definitely keeping. It's pretty epic. Can't get rid of her. Then I have all my old office wear, like this Hugo Boss dress. What do I do with her? I don't even think it would fit me anymore, honestly. I also have all of this occasion wear in there, like this bedazzled suit. Do I get rid of this? Should I keep it for a holiday event? Alright, we got this bedazzled suit on. The reason why I'm tempted to keep this is because I have a lot of holiday parties coming up, and I could, if anywhere I could wear this, it would be there. Like, why did I even buy full on bedazzle? Okay, we're getting distracted. I kind of just want to let the suit go. It's not my style anymore. I don't want it to be my style, so we're just gonna lay it to rest. And then I have all my bachelorette stuff. I'm definitely getting rid of this. Alright, some pretty big wins here. We got our jacket count down from 10. How many did we keep? 4. We got the dresses that we're keeping down from 13, okay, to 3. Pretty good. And I had a total of 4 suits. One was that holiday suit and the rest were work suits back from my law days. I am getting rid of that sparkly holiday suit. We're letting her go, but I am gonna keep my lawsuits. You never know. And this is all the stuff here that we're gonna take to common sort. I think we should go and do a load right now to common sort, which if you didn't know, common sort, they're like a hybrid of consignment secondhand shop. Why I go there is because they give you outright cash for your stuff now. They do not give you a good deal at all, but they do give you something. So I'm just gonna go drop this off, see what we can get for her. And it's good to get one load out of the way because they won't look at like 100 items at once. I think the max on their website is 10. We definitely have more than 10. So I tried to put the good stuff at the top so you know they would think it's worth looking at all the items here. But let's go do that. Okay, how much money do you think we're gonna make here today? I'm hoping for 200. What do you think, honey? That'd be great. That'd be great. 200. We're back in the room. Overall, a successful common store adventure because we got $195 for our stuff. They didn't take everything. The stuff that they didn't take, I'm gonna leave in my car and we're gonna take it to Plato's Closet. But the closest Plato's Closet is like 30 minutes away, so we're not gonna do that today. And now we have to go through all of these bags of stuff. So we're just starting with 4 bags here. There's about 1 million left in the closet still. There was an old suitcase in the closet that we're gonna curb, so I'm gonna put some clothes in here that I was gonna donate. We'll just throw them on the curb. And then yeah, we're gonna have a curb, donate, sell. And if something needs to be thrown out, throw it out, I guess. But some of this stuff, I don't even know what's in here. And I know some of this stuff is my summer stuff. Like, what do I do with my Jules the Lawyer Blue Jays jersey? I know a museum is gonna be asking for it one day. Do I keep it? I'll think about it. Another thing, like, what do I do with my U of T Faculty of Law stuff? I feel like I'll keep one as memento, but the rest we can get rid of. We did it. Ignore the fact that all this exists. For one moment, she's clear, she's empty. These here are my summer clothes, this big bag here. These are clothes that I'm gonna donate now. And then these are summer clothes that I'm gonna wait until the summer to try to sell. Part of me is like, is it even worth storing all of this stuff for, I don't know, the $75 I'm gonna get at Common Sort in the summer? Do you think that's a bit precarious up there? Time will tell. So we just got a bunch of clothes up here. At least they're out of the way. Guys, we did it! This is the closet now. Look at that, you can see the floor. Can you believe it? Oh my god. This is all the stuff I have left. This whole thing was full. If anybody has any storage ideas for the closet, let me know. I do have all these hangers. I'm just gonna put them back in the closet for now. But this is how much stuff we got rid of. Every one of these had a piece of clothing on it. We are done. I know I said we were gonna wash the walls, but that might have to be in the next vlog. We didn't get to it. And when I was putting one of these items away, I opened the closet. That is the next decluttering task. And oh my god, wait, I'll show you. If you thought this one was bad, like, I don't even want to show this to you because it's literally a cry for help. But oh my god, it's diabolical. Like, there's so much stuff in here. Can't see the floor, that's for sure. But you know, that is a problem for next week. Overall, a pretty successful declutter, I will say. Now, looking at this room, we do need to clean the walls. Now that we have a bit of momentum, I am a bit torn. Part of me wants to just furnish this room. The other part of me doesn't want to spend any money. So I was like, what's the solution? My friend, she worked with Silk and Snow. She's an influencer and she gave me their contact and they have a bed. So I'm gonna reach out to them like, hey, I know you guys need eyes on your product. My YouTube channel gets hundreds of views. Can you give me a bed? Yeah, I'm actually gonna say that. Now, to the bed. An issue we have. Okay, backing up a little bit. We host a lot of people at our house. A lot of people stay with us throughout the year. We have that front room downstairs. You remember that declutter diaries we did a couple months ago? Okay, that front room. My husband was like, we should just make that a permanent guest room. I was like, no, I do not want to do that because guests, yes, we have them, but only for a fraction of the year. How often do guests stay with us? Maybe 20, 30 days out of 365 days. So I didn't want a completely dedicated guest bedroom, especially when we have limited space. So the kind of workaround to that was, well, I did a brand deal for Hush like years and years and years ago. We got a king mattress then. Then I did a brand deal for Sleep Country, which Sleep Country owns Hush, okay, not a conflict. So then we got another king mattress. So we have 2 king mattresses. So we've stacked those king mattresses on the bed that I'm sitting on right now. And when we have a guest come over, we remove the king mattress from this bed here, one of them, so we have one left, and then we bring it downstairs, and then the guests can stay on that mattress, and it's pretty good, you know, it's like an actual bedroom. The issue is that messes up this room because we have this ultra high bed, and it looks so bad. TV's off because this bed is so high. It would look weird to put art here because the bed is too high. None of the sheets work because the bed is too high. We just have like one big mattress showing. So this is a dilemma that we have. I want to just get rid of one of these mattresses and then get an air mattress for when people come over. It's not like people are staying with us for like months at a time. It's just a couple of nights. Another option would be a Murphy bed, but Murphy beds can be kind of expensive. Another option is a sofa bed, but we already have such a big couch. It's like kind of redundant to have another sofa. But the bed that I want from Silk and Snow, I also don't think it can like hold two mattresses. So I'll keep you guys posted on that. Hopefully next week's video will be setting up my Silk and Snow bed frame. They have nightstands too. You guys know we need those. Anyways, the declutter decor journey continues. I know at the end of this, in what, a decade at this point, you know what happens with me? I'll declutter and then I'll get all this shit and then raisin and then we have to declutter again. And it's just like, was it all for naught? Raisin, please just pipe down a little bit, you know? I lost my train of thought, Raisin. Yeah, so what happens is I declutter, then I get all this random stuff, and then it's like we didn't even declutter. So this time I'm hoping it sticks. After we do this room, then we have to do that closet. God help us. And then we have to do the bedroom. But first we have to clean the walls and get a new bed. So stay tuned for that journey. I feel like now with the YouTube stuff, we're going to be focusing on Raisin, I swear to God. We're going to be focusing on the house. It's winter, okay? It's... all day, you guys. Like, he's just wailing like this all day. I just got a new sweater. I gave Raisin a bath so I could cuddle him because I got a new sweater. Hey, you're like a toddler. You're like a toddler. Where was I again, Raisin? I got lost in your cuteness. Mama got lost in your cuteness. Now on this channel, we're gonna be doing a lot of house stuff. It's the winter. It's depressing. I'm spending a lot of time inside, like an ungodly amount of time inside, like unhealthy, maybe even depression zone. I don't leave the house. So I at least want the house to be nice when I'm in it. So this is what we're going to be focusing on, and I feel really good to be productive, which is maybe an issue in and of itself, but I felt good today. You know, we got all of this done. My room is so tidy and clean. We've let go of some of our possessions, and in good time too. It's 6:38. My friends are coming over at 7:30 to watch, of course, the Jonas Brothers Disney Christmas movie. Yeah, that is this week's video. Thank you for coming on this decluttering journey with me. It is going to be one of many. Maybe I need to go to like therapy for the hoarding. Maybe we need to stop this issue at the source instead of, you know, just fixing the symptoms. We go to the source. Anyways, that's this week's video. Stay tuned for next week when we clean the walls and hopefully decorate the bedroom with Silk and Snow gifted. Manifest it, Raisin. Manifest it for Mama. We're gonna get a free bed. Okay, Raisin says, see you next week.